Greta Gerwig has a brand new film based on the toy Barbie from Mattel and Warner Brothers. I'm going to tell you what I think about this film next. Hey everyone, it's the Outlaw John Rocha. How you doing? Welcome to my non-spoiler review for Barbie, this brand new film here from director Greta Gerwig and starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, who you can see behind me right now. Also, a who's who of fantastic actors in this cast: ISSA RAE, SIMU LIU, Will Ferrell, America Ferrera, and Nicole Coughlan. The list goes on and on and on as well. And I'm going to tell you what I think about the film and get into the things that I liked about the film and what I didn't like about the film here in just a second. But first, I'll remind you all to please subscribe to the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you see when we're dropping all the content just like this here on the Outlaw Nation channel. So overall, I liked the film. I really did. I was walking into Greta Gerwig films not knowing if I'm going to like them, not knowing if they're going to appeal to me, because clearly she's telling female stories from her point of view. And I'll tell you what, this is yet another film that really worked for me for the most part from Greta Gerwig. I loved Lady Bird, really enjoyed Little Women, and this one was such a departure for her. This is some of the biggest, most grandest set pieces that she's ever worked with. This is a strong story that she's telling of self-discovery, not just from Barbie's side, but also from Ken's side, which I found to be a surprise in the movie that I really enjoyed. Plus, there's so much humor here. Look, Lady Bird and Little Women both had moments of humor for sure, but these are some laugh-out-loud moments that really, really work. And I think Greta Gerwig's direction is great here. She really gets fantastic performances from the actors here. She really paces the film well. Does it get a little bit lost in the middle? Yes, and I'll get to that when we get to my criticisms about the movie, but overall, she is taking you on this journey and you are all on board with this. And I really love the way she brings both the human world to life and the Barbie world to life in ways that feel tangible and real and affect you emotionally, and what the message is that she's getting across, because we should move to the script as well here. I thought her script with Noah Baumbach works really well for the most part, starting out establishing these characters at the beginning with Barbie and her world and all the other Barbies and all the Kens and what's going on with them, and this perception that they have solved all the world's problems just by being these fantastic, progressive, diverse female dolls, that they have solved female problems in the world outside of their world. And I like that that's an element of this, so that when she does step out of it, when things start to go wrong for her and she goes on this journey going into the human world, into the real world to find out what's going on, there are some real obstacles and challenges for her. And I think that's such a great part of the script. And by the same token, Ken himself, who is so desperate to win Barbie's favor, what he experiences as he goes into the real world and the messages he takes, because he's in a submissive position and in a lost position, he accepts certain things that he thinks are strength, but realizes later they're not. So I like that both of them are going on these journeys of self-discovery to find their voices. This is definitely Barbie's film, but Ken has some great moments as well. And speaking of Ken and Barbie, let's get to the acting. Margot Robbie is stellar in the movie, absolutely stellar in the movie. She really has you feeling her journey and what she's going through and what she's experiencing and all the obstacles that come in her way. Yes, are there moments where she's crying for sure, but there are also moments where she's finding her strength and figuring it out, and also moments where she's giving up, where she's becoming super vulnerable, where she feels overwhelmed by the situation. So I like that you're showing all the different facets of what a woman might go through in a situation like this, and then coming out the other side to find her voice and find her strength. I really appreciated that. You've been hearing already that Ryan Gosling steals the movie. Yes, he absolutely steals the movie. He's fantastic. They give him so much to work with here. His musical numbers are just standouts in the movie. And Ryan does a really great job of showing you a Ken that is so desperate to be liked by Barbie, but also lost in his own feeling of like, who am I? And because he doesn't know who he is, he finds himself easily influenced by these things that he thinks radiate power, but it realizes they're empty. And I like that he's got that kind of journey that he's going on. But Rhea Perlman is someone you need to watch out for in the movie. She has a fantastic cameo. But another person who's really great is America Ferrera. Her and Ariana Greenblatt as mother and daughter do nice work here. Do I like the way they're presented fully? No, I feel like there should have been more time with them. That's one of the criticisms I have in the movie. I feel like we should have had more time to develop their relationship. Other than Toy Story montages, there should have been a little bit more here, a little more substance to it, so that when they go on their journey that is connected to Margot Robbie's Barbie, we feel that a little bit more by the end of their journey. But America Ferrera delivers a monologue for the ages in this movie that belongs in the pantheon of movie monologues. And when you get to that moment, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Rodrigo Prieto does a wonderful job with the cinematography from Barbie Land to Human World and back. Just great stuff there from him. The editing by Nick Huey works well as well for the emotional beats and the emotional journeys that are happening for all these characters in the movie. The production design by Sarah Greenwood works really well, especially in Barbie Land. My God, that brings it to life in a way that feels accessible, which is not easy to do with that many bright colors and what have you. And Jacqueline Duran deserves special credit for the costuming in this film as well. And the script from Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach works really well here as well, hitting some themes about how women are treated in our society. Even though there are the big overall get it, do you get it moments, there are some real subversive moments here that I think is making some genius commentary on what's going on in our world for sure. As I said, the criticisms for me, the Ariana Greenblatt and America Ferrera relationship a little bit more. I also feel like the Will Ferrell character kind of doesn't really do much in the movie and is a bit of a waste when you're adding all these levels and nuances and complexities to all these characters to throw in someone who seems like a caricature. And I get it, you're making a commentary about out-of-touch CEOs. I just would have liked a little more depth, especially if you're trying to present him as kind of the main villain, the main bad guy. Having a little bit more here for Will Ferrell would have been nice. It just feels like they didn't know what to do with him and just kind of turned him into a caricature, which I think kind of undercuts the movie a little bit. But this one all leads to a fantastic conclusion, a very emotionally satisfying conclusion, and a surprising finale, in my opinion. And all of it just works really well to deliver one of the best movies of the year for sure, and something that I highly recommend to you all. So overall, I give the film 4 cowboy hats out of 5 cowboy hats. There's so much to enjoy here, from the performances to the direction to the script to the cinematography to the musical set pieces, from the costuming, which is fantastic, especially for those of you who are huge Barbie fans. I sat in front of a bunch of Barbie ladies who were pointing out the outfits that they owned when they were children with their Barbies, which I thought was a great little way to experience that. And the way they approach the symbolism of Barbie as this beauty aesthetic that not everyone could live up to, I think is handled really well in the script and in the back and forth between the characters as well. If you do get a chance to see it, let me know what you think about it down in the comments section below. Hit a like on this video, share it on your social media, and hey, more than anything else, you know the deal. Please subscribe to the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you see when dropping all the content we do here on the Outlaw Nation channel. All right, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate you all madly, and I'll talk to you next time with another brand new review here on the Outlaw Nation.